Bonjour à tous et à toutes. Avez-vous déjà rencontré l'anxiété? Vous vous dites je suis anxieux ou anxieuse, mais je ne sais pas vraiment pourquoi. Il y a cette anxiété qui est à l'arrière-plan. Eh bien, Mike Adams a peut-être une explication. C'est peut-être une métaphore, mais c'est peut-être la réalité. Lorsque je fais le test du muscle avec les gens, je ressens quelque chose, mais j'ai de la peine à l'expliquer. Pourquoi est-ce qu'un aliment est bon et pas l'autre? Eh bien, c'est peut-être à cause de la vibration qu'il a. Je viens de donner une conférence pour un magasin biologique. Là n'est pas toute la conférence, seulement cette petite partie de quelques minutes qui vous donnera un goût pour ce que les sons de la chimie des aliments pourraient être. Je vous encourage à regarder toute la vidéo de Mike Adams. Elle est en anglais, mais facile à comprendre, même si vous ne savez pas l'anglais. Vous y trouverez le lien à la fin de cette vidéo. Alors, anxiété, peut-être c'est le son de vos aliments. À bientôt.
Hello and welcome everyone. My name is Mike Adams, the Health Ranger. Today I'm going to play chemistry as music. I've translated the table of elements into tones in the audible range. I've put hydrogen at a frequency of 3,520 hertz, which is the high A7 key on the keyboard. And then using the inverse mass proportions, carbon 12 versus hydrogen 1 and so on, I've mapped every other element to the keyboard. We're going to make one arbitrary decision for this demonstration, and that is to map hydrogen to 3,520 hertz, putting it at the high range of the audible 88 key keyboard. From there, mathematics and the table of elements determines every other note that you're going to hear. And if you were to put that into a pattern, it might sound like this. Let's add carbon to the mix. You're listening to carbon 12. Carbon 12 with a frequency of 293. So you're hearing carbon 12 at a D key on the keyboard. Now, what you are actually hearing is organic chemistry. Organic carbon molecules, in other words, carbon chains. This is the basis of life as we know it in our universe. Carbon-based life sounds like this. It has a beat, it has a rhythm. Let's bring in O2. This is oxygen. Oxygen 16. This is the sound of the molecule of life set against the background of organic carbon molecules. So right now what you're hearing is a small symphony of hydrogen, carbon, and oxygen. This is what your body is experiencing every time you inhale. HHO, HHO. That's H2O. Now, if you were to hear that by itself, here's what it would sound like. That's H2O by itself. It's hydrogen and oxygen, and you'll notice that hydrogen and oxygen are harmonics of each other. Let's bring in hydrogen and carbon. And since this water molecule sounds like a heartbeat, let's put a little heartbeat to it, a little bit of percussion. This is mimicking the heartbeat that we hear as we're being developed inside the womb of our mothers. Let's listen to something else. Another molecule of life. It's a hormone. It's a signaling hormone called progesterone. Progesterone is necessary to grow a child inside the womb of its mother. And if you listen to progesterone, it has a childlike sound. It sounds like little feet running around, and that this molecule is the exact same mass, the exact same number of elements as cannabidiol, one of the most powerful healing nutrients that's ever been gifted to mankind, found in cannabis. Here's magnesium. Now, magnesium is harmonically in tune with oxygen. So let's hear that. That's magnesium oxide. Magnesium, oxygen. Let's bring in carbon. Magnesium, oxygen, carbon. Magnesium, oxygen, carbon. It's all in tune. If we're playing it all together, lithium-6 is harmonically in tune with all of the other elements of life and the other molecules, the water, the oxygen, the carbon dioxide. Now, let's hear calcium and magnesium. Hear the harmonics there? Calcium, magnesium. This is the music. This is the symphony of nutrition. This is chemistry. Straight up chemistry that you're now hearing because we've translated it into the audible range so you can experience. And it sounds like life. And let's listen to some molecules that were not created by Mother Nature or that were not intended by Mother Nature to be consumed by humans. Let's give a listen to glyphosate, also known as Roundup, a toxic, cancer-causing herbicide that's used in genetically engineered agriculture. This is, hydrogen, carbon, water, the heartbeat. Now here comes glyphosate. This is the sequence of the glyphosate molecule. Here it is by itself. It sounds out of tune. It's not something that you really want in your life, and it's not something you really want in your food. So let's get rid of it. And now if you're playing that music that is harmonious with life, and then you bring in lead, here's what that sounds like. Not exactly harmony, is it? So mercury sounds exactly the same. And I'll play you a few other heavy metals. That's mercury. And then here's cadmium. Now, it's out of tune, right? It sounds ominous. It sounds foreboding. It sounds perhaps destructive. That's cadmium. Now, for those of you who are sensitive, I want to warn you in advance to protect your ears, protect your body, protect your harmony, really, from what you're about to hear. This is fluorine. It's a very toxic element, and it rips other molecules apart, and it causes cancer. That's fluorine. Now, they often drip sodium fluoride into the water supply, which causes mental retardation, causes cancers and bone disorders. What does sodium fluoride sound like? Well, sodium at 23 sounds like this. So if you combine the two into sodium fluoride, here's what you get. And chlorine is here at chlorine 35, which is also not harmonious with these other molecules that we want.